Welcome to Equal Time with Martha Burke. This year's hurricane season began June 1st and lasts till November 30th. It's been a slow start, with no measurable storms to date. Since things are so quiet, we thought it might be fun to review a little history of how hurricanes get their names. For at least 150 years, storm names were fraught with racism and sexism, personal preferences, and vendettas. Names were borrowed from places and saints, wives and girlfriends, and disliked public figures. A typical example was Tropical Storm Emily, which hit Florida in 1917. When Emily was downgraded from a tropical storm to a depression, it was followed by public jokes about Emily and her fragile feelings. Although the World Meteorological Organization now names hurricanes after women and men, it wasn't always so. From 1953 to 1979, U.S. hurricanes and tropical storms were named after women only. It's not entirely clear why, but the maritime tradition of referring to the ocean as a woman may have been a factor. Once the storms took on female names, weather forecasters, almost all male, began to use sexist cliches to describe hurricane behavior, saying one was temperamental, or that another was teasing or flirting with the coastline. Understandably, female meteorologists and activists were not amused. One was Roxy Bolton, a Florida feminist credited with founding the nation's first rape treatment center. Campaigns by Bolton and other women eventually persuaded the U.S. to start using male names again in 1979. But it didn't happen without a fight. Some argued that male-named hurricanes wouldn't be as feared as the ones with female names, which is actually the opposite of how people react to hurricane names today. Just for the heck of it, I recently went to the Weather Channel and counted last year's storm names by gender. Male names 8, female 9, and one unknown, Leslie. A tone of caution. Several of the male names were Hispanic, but keep it quiet. You know who might declare them migrants, and for the first time in history, male names will get deported. Thanks for listening to Equal Time. I'm